It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls. It's time for today's travel and cruise industry news. With the latest from travel and cruises around the world, here's your host, Chillie Falls.
Hi, good morning and welcome to Travel and Cruise Industry News Podcast. On this, the 7th day of December, 2023, coming to you from a sea day on board the Norwegian Escape. And as you probably realized in the intro there, folks, the Wi-Fi and it started spinning there, so I'm liable to, who knows if I'm be able to get through the show today or not. I had to move down in front of La Bistro. The area that I've been doing the show is just packed again and a lot of noise. And then there's a lot of noise from up in the casino. So, who knows? We'll try. And then I've got a group luncheon with all of my group that I'm hosting right after the show today, actually at 12. So I'm not entirely sure I'll even attempt to get the show processed until later in the day. So it's a really busy day here. We're doing a bar crawl this afternoon. We're doing prize drawings. I've got some bling to give away plus a $150 gift certificate. So doing a prize drawing at 4:30. And then, of course, our solo meeting at 5 and then dinner after that. And then if I need to get out and do some filming that I'm way behind on. So we'll see. Anyway, got a few headlines this morning. Severe tropical cyclone forces more itinerary changes. The second story this morning is Icon of the Seas just barely clears a bridge. MSC opens a world cruise. And an AI provider to enhance connectivity. I don't know about this one. And a lot more live here at 11 o'clock this morning. Today, folks, of course, starts the Festival of Lights. So happy Hanukkah to all my friends of the Jewish persuasion. I hope you have a blessed season this year. If you are listening via the podcast, you can always access the podcast via my blog, which is accessadventure.net, or wherever you get your podcast from. Just search for Travel and Cruise Industry News, and up pops the Fat Travel Guy. All right, the top story this morning, folks, comes once again from Australia. You know, we talked yesterday about Quantum of the Seas having to change itineraries. Well, Tropical Cyclone Jasper has now strengthened to a severe Category 3 storm and is forcing more changes for Royal Caribbean ships sailing in Australian waters. First, it was changes on Quantum yesterday, and now Brilliance of the Seas is dramatically changing its December 8th sailing to steer clear of the dangerous storm. Our own Rochelle Salerno will be on Brilliance of the Seas tomorrow. She was notified of the changes actually yesterday, sent me a message about it. So right at the moment, she's not in the storm, but they're clearly going to be sailing away from that. Brilliance of the Seas will not be sailing her planned 11-night Great Barrier Reef cruise, which departs Australia tomorrow. The ship will instead be heading south to completely different Australian and Tasmanian ports of call. This is very similar to the complete change of itinerary announced for Quantum of the Seas sailing from Brisbane. Guests were notified of the change the day before the departure with a completely updated itinerary. Now, Eden is the only port of call remaining from the original itinerary. The ship will spend the first day at sea before visiting Eden on Sunday, December the 10th. Days at sea are interspersed throughout the new itinerary with full 10-hour visits to Adelaide on Tuesday and Melbourne on Thursday. I hope that Rochelle will be able to continue sending me information and pictures from the situation there in Australia on Brilliance of the Seas. They are going to have an overnight call in Hobart, which is in Tasmania, and that'll be the last port of call before they get back to Sydney on December 16th. So that's totally different than was planned. Guests that had made independent tour arrangements and ports of call will want to contact the operator as soon as possible for cancellation and refund options. Prepaid tours booked through Royal Caribbean will be fully refunded. Brilliance of the Seas began her Australian season on October 22nd, and the ship is scheduled to spend 6 months offering diverse sailings down under. All right, I'll be back with a couple more stories after a quick break from one of our network sponsors. All right, this was kind of a challenging story, I thought. The brand new, well, it's not even officially open yet, Icon of the Seas was on her way to Spain following her delivery in the end of November. And along the way, the massive ship has crossed a momentous landmark by passing beneath the Great Belt Bridge. The 20-deck high ship had just a couple feet to spare as she sailed smoothly beneath the span. Before doing so, and this one was really surprising to me, Icon of the Seas had to perform an engineering feat that has not been done since Oasis class Allure of the Seas sailed beneath the bridge back in 2010. Icon of the Seas approached this landmark at good speed, passing beneath the span with just feet to spare between the deck of the bridge and the ship's funnels, communication, and radar towers. Now, to make the passage safely, the ship's funnels were lowered and secured, given extra clearance to ensure there would be no contact between the ship and the bridge. So they got adjustable funnels on this puppy. I thought that was interesting. All right, from our friends over at MSC Cruises has opened sales on its 2026 World Cruise aboard the MSC Magnifica, a voyage that will take guests to 32 countries, cross the equator twice, travel 36,000 nautical miles. The extraordinary journey offers multiple embarkation ports in Europe. MSC Magnifica, with a guest capacity of 3,000, will depart on the line's 2026 World Cruise on January 4th, 2026. A newly designed 119-day itinerary will call at 47 ports and provide overnight stays in 7 popular destinations. Guests can book their stateroom, which started yesterday, and select them from 4 embarkation ports: Civitavecchia, Genoa, Marseille, and Barcelona. Incentives include 15 complimentary shore excursions and a dine and drink package. Prices start at a very cool $17,000 for a world cruise. And the last story this morning, folks, wasn't a whole lot of news today, but that's all right, as busy as I am today, so I didn't mind it too much. Carnival Corporation has announced a new partnership with Neuron, a company that provides a connectivity management platform designed to enhance internet connectivity. The world's largest cruise operator hopes to significantly improve internet connectivity on its cruise ships using Neuron's AI-powered platform. The partnership aims to ensure a consistent, high-quality internet access for both passengers and crew members, enhancing the overall experience on board. Now, I don't know anything about AI-generated connectivity. Why aren't they using just the Starlink like everybody else is going to? It's so much cheaper and so much better. Come on, Carnival, get it together. So, anyway, all right, that's going to wrap up the news portion of today's show. Again, busy day today. I'll be in Great Stirrup Key tomorrow, do the show as scheduled. I hope to go ashore because I want to test out that new tender boat that's accessible. So that's going to be a treat for me tomorrow after the show. All right, let's see if I can get into the chat room. Mike's with us. Good morning, Mike. Kenneth here up in Pennsylvania. There's Hot Air Tom from the center of Gaeton Lake, Panama. Cindy's with us. Good morning, Cindy. Steve's here from Mount Kentucky. Here's Gretchen up in Ohio. Hot Air Tom says, I have a good Wi-Fi signal in my cabin. Alarm went off at 4:30 today. You should do a show from the outside so you could share the nice weather with us. It's cold where we are and enjoy the heat. Kenneth, I would have been happy to do that if I could get a signal up there. I tell you what, there's a lot of things that are good about this ship, but the Wi-Fi is not one of them. It has been wonky. I've had trouble getting my podcast loaded. The podcasts are taking me about 18 hours to get uploaded. So that's not good. Robert's with us. Good morning, Robert. There's Dennis. Hey, Dennis. Hot Air says first locks at 5 a.m. I got in trouble and not from Cindy. I was talking with my neighbor on the balcony, and we were in the second lock by then. The neighbor one cabin over came out and shushed us because you were talking too loud that early in the morning. Here's Jason. Hey, Jason. Pittsburgh Jason with us. Did he talk about the standby program on Holland America? No, I didn't talk about that. I haven't spent a whole lot of time looking at that. I know that you can book a cruise if you can go last minute. You're on a standby list, and there's some exceptions to it. I just haven't gotten into it, Jason. They were trying to sleep, Hot Air Tom says, and we were bothering them. Who books a Panama Canal cruise and sleeps through the locks? Yeah, well, that's kind of dumb. Tom says, Jason, I think only Royal Caribbean has standby. No, it's Holland America. It's a new standby program on Holland America, Hot Air. I saw it. I just didn't put it into the show. Let's see. Yeah, Jason says they have it on Holland America too. Jason's absolutely correct. Hot Air says to Kenneth, we will send you some heat from Panama. Very hot and humid here. Yeah, it's been hot and humid. And then I get on the ship and the air conditioner likes to freeze me. When we did Panama Canal this year, we had an aft balcony and we loved it. I know our Rome cruise with you in Chile, we have one of them. We have the balcony. Kenneth says, we love that cruise. It was so warm, 85 to 95 every day. I like that. Where's the fat man sailing now? This is my hosted cruise on Norwegian Escape. I sailed out of Port Canaveral. This is a typical Western Caribbean at sea today, go into Great Stirrup Key tomorrow and back to Port Canaveral, and I get in the car and drive back. Do they all watch the stream? Well, 32 solos, any benefit? Yeah, most everybody in the solo group, most everybody has a drinks package, the cheap Wi-Fi, the 150 minutes of Wi-Fi, and 2 specialty dinings, and what was the other one? There were 4 things that were included in the package. They all watch the stream. Some of them do. There's 3 of them are standing right here in front of me right now. I've had a couple more at different times during the day, during the week. Samanchi. Samanchi. Wow, Samayach. The CH is guttural, growling in the back of the throat. Sound as slachim. Hebrew translation, happy holiday. Okay. I'm not very well versed on Hebrew. There's Emily. Hello, Chillie and the gang. Hi, Emily. There's Katie. She's working. Katie and everyone. Lunchtime for me. Yeah, Hot Air says maybe they're pod people. Now, this is a pretty active group. This has been fun. Of course, there's 6 of them. The 6 of the group sailed with me before, and in May on the Joy, and yeah, we're probably going to put together an Alaska deal for June. Emily says, Jason's here. How are you, Jason? And congrats to you and your fiance, she says. I just booked my specialty reservation on Escape for April transatlantic to Rome. 6 times in Ocean Blue, 4 times in Cagney's, and 1 time in La Cucina. Magnifica. 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 Imagine going on cruises and working every day on them as steamer, as a steamer. Oh yeah. Tell you what, Jason, this has been a working cruise for me. I have gotten none of my filming done. I'm so far behind. It's probably not going to have time to do it. I mean, I'm booked. Today is solid all day. I did my breakfast club this morning from 7:30 to 9:30. I had to go by and pick up my luggage tags, and that's after I researched and wrote my show. Then I've got right after the show, I've got a luncheon, and then a bar crawl, and then a meeting to give away the door prizes and spling. So yeah, it's been a busy. This is a busy day. It's been a busy cruise too. Cindy loves the fish and chips at Ocean Blue. Genoa. I've been engaged to Jen for 10 years, Em. Yeah, that's the first time, though, I think that she knew that you were engaged, Chase. Dennis, can you tell me anything about Intercontinental Hotel in Rome? Former palace, I gather. Is it close to good sights? Sounds like you are a bit slow with the wedding plans, Jason. Can't pay for a wedding, need the money for cruises. See, that's the man after my heart. Get married shipboard. Yeah, that saves some money. I think my new goal would be to sail with Hot Air Tom. I like sailing with Hot Air Tom. I've done it now. And we got a whole bunch scheduled. Jason, you and I are still going to get together on a cruise. I promise that. There's Joanne, says it's snowing up there. Tom, it's the Ambassadori, that's central and right up by the Excelsior, walkable to Fontana di Trevi. Oh, the Trevi Fountain. Hi there. What's happening? Well, good for you. I'm glad you showered. You'll smell much better at lunch today. Hey, how you doing? Chillie's Cruises. They're not the benefits I was alluding to. You know, friends with benefits. And no, hot air, Tom. It's not like that. This is not a singles cruise. This is a solo cruise. There's a total difference in that. Jason, make sure you tell them how lucky they are to sail with you, Chillie. Yeah, I know. I still feel bad, Jason. Bright and sunny here, Gretchen says, up in Ohio. Hot air says, that sounds like the place, Dennis. Send the sun, Gretchen. Ambassadori. Ambassadori. Roll the R. Ambassadori. And remember to pronounce the Italian A as an open A, as in father. Yes. Ambassadori. All right. My lesson for the day. Jason says, well, they got to sail with Chillie twice. Dennis, any feedback on Hotel Indigo Rome, St. George, booked in October 2024? Guess I'll have to stream snipe the old fat man. I'm going to pop up on one of your cruises one of these days. We can do that, Jason. Anytime, my friend. It's good. It's a good plan to cruise with Chillie. He takes Cindy's spot and I treat. Yeah, I like that. That's the first time I knew about Jason, Emily says. Here's a good plan for your wedding honeymoon. Book the Bliss in January 2025 with Chillie and I, and tour UK and France for 17 days, then Bliss back to the US. Good plan. Good plan. So, hi, Margot. So, all right, that's going to wrap me up for today, folks. All right, tomorrow's show will be like normal, and then I'll go ashore at Great Stirrup Key. I disembark on Saturday. I'm getting off early. They gave me the first disembark color, which, you know, I didn't necessarily need. But, I mean, they'll put me in the car and a little quicker, and I'll get started on the drive back to Virginia. So, all right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for today. I hope the signal hasn't been too wonky. And I'll see everybody back here tomorrow. As always, guys, thanks for being here. Smash that thumbs up button if you haven't subscribed. Please consider doing so. Doesn't cost anything, helps the channel out a bunch. And as always, guys, stay safe, stay healthy. Think about cruising, and hopefully one day soon we'll all get together on the high seas. Have a great day.